starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Get 300! Get 300!
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Short throw caught by Dulcich. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 the first.
And this was a nice example of the offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath him, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you're a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Swinging this out for Pollard. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And with this, Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. They'll run forward with Pollard. And some room to work. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now Lamar changing the look. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Easy.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Jackson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 3rd and 5.
Over. Get 300. Get 300.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now 2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now inside the 25, Tyreek Hill. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill, 92 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Otten brings it in over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cade Otten. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return here from Westwood. This will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to feel kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. And make sure you're selective in doing so.
Everything falling apart now, and no one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers, and the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
630.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role in why they are trailing right now. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. They do get a yard here, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Rodgers. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, given where that group started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I think the Bears have recovered. They have. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of the ball. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want to pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jalen.